Good morning, Super Kids. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello. Let me know if you are here. Let me know your name and where you're from if you are here. So, I'm kind of bumming today. I'm feeling just a little bit sad. And that's because the wonderful, most amazing Miss Dana is in a meeting today and is not going to be here for Super Kids Saturday. And, I'm feeling a little bit sad about that. But I'm also feeling kind of sad because I really wanted to talk to Miss Dana this morning. And I called her and she said, Caitlin, I'm feeling like I just need to be alone this morning, and I'm feeling like I just need a break before my big meeting. And it made me feel like maybe Miss Dana didn't want to talk to me. Or it made me feel like maybe something was wrong with me. I mean, I'm a pretty cool person to talk to, and I'm a pretty cool person to play with, right? And Miss Dana, she told me that she just needed a break. And she just wanted to be alone for a little bit this morning before her big meeting. And I'm feeling kind of uncomfortable, and I don't know all of the feelings that, like, my tummy's kind of hurting, and my shoulders feel kind of tense, and my eyebrows are kind of squinty, and my eyes, remember when I feel frustrated, my eyes get kind of big, and I'm pacing, I'm kind of walking back and forth like this, and I just didn't understand why a grown-up needed a break and why a grown-up needed some alone time too. Let me know in the comments if sometimes your grown-up needs a break. Let me know in the comments. I'm gonna write, my grown-up needs a break sometimes. Let me know in the comments if your grown-up needs some alone time sometimes, or if your grown-up needs a break sometimes. Hi, Ching. Hello from Singapore. Good morning, good morning. It's almost afternoon here. What time is it where you are? Let me know. Let me know. All right. So my grown-up sometimes needs a break. Does your grown-up sometimes needs a break? Let me know. Who's here watching with me? I see 51 people. Say hello if you are here. Let me know where you're from. We have friends all the way from Singapore. Miss Caitlin is here from Indianapolis, Indiana. I see, yes, Naomi saying my grown-up needs a break sometimes. Yang Ching is saying me too, absolutely. So the past couple weeks, we've been talking about how sometimes we need a break, right? Did you know that sometimes our grown-ups get a little bit triggered, and our grown-ups sometimes feel a little bit flustered and a little bit frustrated, and sometimes our grown-ups need a break too. Yes, I see Naomi from Israel watching. We have so many world changers this morning from all around the world. It is 11 p.m. there. Oh my goodness, that is super late. My grown-up needs a break. Oh my goodness, I see so many friends here. UK, it is 4 p.m. here. You know what? I used to live in the UK. I lived in Newcastle upon Tyne for 2 years. I lived there, so I love the UK. Joining from Kenya, good morning. We have so many friends from all around the world this morning. Yay. All right, I am so excited to have my super kids here. So good morning. All right, are you ready, super kids, for our Dot Monster time? Miss Caitlin was having some dot monsters this morning, and I'm curious if our super kids can help me figure out what dot monster is having and to see if we can swap that dot monster. All right, so when Miss Dana told me that she needed a break this morning, I started thinking, oh my my goodness, does she think that like something's wrong with me? Or is she mad at me? Does she not want to play with me? Does she not want to talk on the phone with me? Why is Miss Dana not wanting to spend time with me? And I had all of these worries inside me. What thought monster do you think I might have been having? We haven't talked about this one a whole bunch, but I think it is a super important one to talk about. Who can tell me? Who can tell me? I'm going to give you a clue. Who can type it into the comments? I was having a little bit of Judgy McJudgerson. And I was feeling maybe a little bit embarrassed. I was feeling a little bit of worried. I didn't understand why Dana didn't want to play with me this morning. I didn't understand why she didn't want to talk on the phone. And I didn't understand why she needed a break this morning. I thought that maybe Dana was mad at me. Or maybe she was thinking thoughts about me that like maybe she was like, oh, Caitlin's boring. I don't want to talk on the phone with her. Or maybe I was thinking, oh, Caitlin's not fun. I don't want to spend time with her. And I was having so much Judgy McJudgerson. You got it, Yang Ching. High five. Virtual high five. There we go. High five with the other hand. All right. Can we do like a like super high 10? That's what my kids and I do. All right. So I kind of had to zoom out just a little bit, right? And I had to kind of dive deep and think about what was really true. Okay. And there's a couple thought monster swaps that we could use with this, but I really wanted to kind of get clear on what was true. So Miss Dana told me that she didn't sleep very well last night. And Miss Dana told me that she had a really big meeting today. And she's kind of nervous about it. And Miss Dana told me that she just wanted some time alone. Oh, so there were a lot of facts in there. What thought monster swap could I swap this to? Let me know in the comments if you have it. Let me know, let me know, let me know. What is it? I'm putting my detective on, getting my magnifying glass, and I used Fact Finder Freddy. Let's say that together. Fact Finder Freddy. That's right, I used Fact Finder Freddy. And I kind of zoomed out, right? Like kind of like you have a Coke bottle and you shake it up, like a soda bottle and you shake it up and it gets all fizzy inside. And I was kind of like in that fizz of thinking, oh my goodness, what's wrong with me? Why doesn't Dana want to talk to me? I was kind of feeling all those worries. But then when I zoomed out, I thought, okay, let me dig a little bit deeper and think what is to be true. Now, I know Miss Dana said she didn't sleep well last night, and I know Miss Dana has a really big meeting, and I know Miss Dana was needing to kind of get her head clear a little bit for her big meeting. Oh, and I realized it really didn't have anything to do with me. Miss Dana just needed some time to herself. Yes, Ying Ching, and you said perspective, Pete, of thinking, what is the big picture here? And zooming out just a little bit to get clear on what is really true. Absolutely. Look at these super kids this morning. You are all rock stars. Rock stars. All right. Who is ready for some super kid movement time? I know I am. All right. We are going to do something a little bit different today for our super kid movement time. And we are going to act out some of our thought monster swaps. And I had one, and I'm not sure if it fell. Sometimes my kids like to come in here and look at the thought monster swaps. if they are struggling. And I'm not finding the one I wanted, but that's okay. All right. Are you ready for the first one? I am ready. Are you ready? All right. I want us to act out Mr. Inchy. So Mr. Inchy kind of looks like a little bit of a caterpillar. Yeah. Maybe a little bit of a little bug, right? Okay. So if I had to act out Mr. Inchy, how would I act out? Maybe I would get my antennas up like this, and I would pretend like I'm inching along just like this. I'm inching along just like this. Oh. Can you be Mr. Inchy with me? Let me see, let me see. Let me see, let me see. Go, go, go. Oh, I said your name wrong. I am so sorry, friends. All right, Mr. Inchy, Mr. Inchy. All right, are you ready for the next one? Are you sure? Are you ready? All right. I want us to act out Progress Princess. Now, Progress Princess looks like she's swinging in with a rope saying, I am here, I am ready, and I'm going to celebrate each and every win. So, how could we act out Progress Princess? Let's see. I'm gonna grab my rope, kind of like a Tarzan maybe. All right, I'm gonna swing it. Woo! I'm celebrating each and every win. No matter how tiny they are, I am celebrating my wins. All right, should we do one more? Ooh, let's see, let's see. One more. Ooh, let me know which one you want to do. We can do some of these next week too. Oh, I got one. All right. Dav and Dana. All right. We've done this one before where we kind of put on our scuba gear and then we dive under the water. I'm going to plug my nose. I don't like water going up my nose, so I'm going to plug my nose and I'm going to dive under the water like this. All right. Maybe I'll dive like this. Can you act like Dive and Dana? Let me see. Let me see. Yeah, like a rope swing for Progress Princess. You are right. All the way down. Oh my goodness. My body is feeling pretty regulated right now. I am feeling like I got all of my wiggles out and I am ready for some SUPERKID activity time. Are you ready for SUPERKID activity time? I know I am. All right. Let me see here. I am going to share my screen. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go over here. Let's see if this works. All right. Let me see. Yay, it's working. All right. So I do not have the fancy cameras like Miss Dana. So we're going to see if we can get this to work. All right. So my grown-up needs a break. But I want to play with my grown-up. And I want to spend time with my grown-up. Right? And we talked this morning about how Miss Caitlin was a little bit frustrated because I really wanted to spend time with Miss Dana. But Miss Dana told me that she just needed a break and she just wanted some time by herself, right? Okay, so sometimes do your grown-ups just need a break? Remember last week and the week before, we kind of talked about what our eyeballs do when we are feeling frustrated, right? We talked about how Miss Caitlin's eyeballs get really super big. And we talked about how Miss Dana's eyeballs get super squinty like this. And did you know that grown-ups, even our moms and dads and our papas and our grandmas and our grandpas and our aunts and our uncles and our teachers and all of the grown-ups in our world sometimes just need a break. And sometimes their body does things too when they get kind of frustrated. You know, it's just part of being a human. It is totally normal and just part of being a human. Let's see what else is in here. Oh, remember the smile, the mouth. When I get frustrated, my lips get really tight. And Miss Dana, who's also a grown-up, remember her lips kind of make a fishy face when she's getting frustrated. Yeah. So when we start to recognize and when we start to talk about with our grown-up all of the things that their bodies do and all of the things that our bodies do when we get frustrated, can you imagine if we understood each other's triggers and if we understood what each other's bodies do? Yeah, sometimes your mouth goes grrr. Absolutely. Yeah, that was like, hold on, I'm going to stop sharing this just for a second. That was like when we talked about our behavior spiral last week, and we talked about how like when we're getting super Hulk mode in the middle, and then we talked about what happens before. Sometimes in our behavior spiral, we get kind of like that. We get grrr when we're kind of getting into Hulk mode. Absolutely. You are so right. All right, let me share this again, because we are going to work to make a plan with our grown-ups. There it is. There it is. All right, I'm going to go over here. Awesome, awesome. Okay. Today, we are going to make an ahead-of-the-moment plan with our grown-up. Now, we are going to have what we call here at Confident Chaos a huddle. Can you say that with me? Huddle. Yes. And a huddle is when we come together with our grown-ups, or we come together as a family, and we have just kind of a chit-chat about a struggle that we are having. Now, in our huddles, we can also celebrate some wins in the beginning. Yeah. So, you know, one of my wins that I want to share in my huddle with you is that I was able to use Fact Finder Freddy. And I was able to see what the facts were of why Miss Dina needed a break. And I am totally going to celebrate that as a win. And when I celebrate that as a win, I sometimes like to do my win dance like this. Do you like to do a win dance? I like to do a win dance when I celebrate my wins. All right, let's see. So when we come together with our grown-ups, we have a rule when we have our huddles. And that is there are no bad ideas. Everyone type that. Everyone, let's type that in the comments. I'm going to type no bad ideas. I'm going to put some exclamation points on that. There's no bad ideas when we start to have our huddle, okay? So if I have an idea and my grown-up thinks it might not work, we're going to still write it down, because then we can talk about if we think it's going to work, what we could do to make it work, and we can kind of have that discussion. And maybe if my grown-up says an idea that kind of, I don't want to do that, I don't like that, no good, terrible idea, I am going to let my grown-up break that idea down and say that idea too. And then we can have a little bit of a discussion later. No bad idea. You got it. You are participating so much today. I love it. High five to you. Love the engagement. All right. So in our huddle, I'm going to just start brainstorming some ideas of what I could do when my grown-up needs a break. So, you know, the other day, I'm a mama. I have 4 kids. And my kids were playing chase and tag in the house. And they were running and they were screaming and they were having so much fun, right? But you know what? My ears felt like they were on fire. It was so loud. So when I need a break from that sound, maybe my grown-up idea could be, I could get my headphones. That's an idea. That would help me maybe take a break, right? I could get my headphones and kind of take a break from the noise. What is a super kid idea? What is a super kid idea if my mom is getting triggered by all of the noise and I'm playing tag in the house? What could a super kid idea be of letting my mom kind of have a break from that noise and respecting that she has a trigger too? Let me see. Type them in the comments. I'm going to type my idea here. I'm going to type, maybe imagine that I'm a super kid and type, I could, it's doing it a different size. I could play tag outside. That could be an idea. I could play tag outside. Is that showing up? Is that big enough? All right, what is another idea? What if I really want to share something with my grown-ups? Okay, I really want to share something with my grown-ups. We could each have alone time in our rooms. Ooh, Gracie, I like that. We could each have alone time in our rooms. Awesome. What would you do in your room, Gracie? If mom needs a break in her room and maybe mom would take a break, maybe mom would lay down on her bed or maybe mom would read a book in her room. What would you do if you were alone in your room? What would you play with? Let me know in the comments if you took some alone time in your room and let mom have a break. What would you do in your room? When I was a little girl, I loved playing Barbies in my room. I could play Barbies in my room. What do you like playing when you're in your room? Let me know. The comments might be a little bit delayed because I'm not seeing any new comments just yet. Read a book or play with Polly. Oh, or Polly Pocket. Okay, let's type that in here. I could read a book or play Polly Pockets. All right, so I see some grown-ups on here, so you're going to have to ask your grown-ups what their ideas are. If your grown-ups, Gracie, if your grown-up is watching with you, you're going to have to ask, say, Mama, what could you do if you needed a break? Go into my room and read a book with my brother. Yes, okay. So you could play with a sibling. Yes, I love that idea. Love that idea. All right, so we need some more grown-up ideas. I wonder if our grown-ups could say something if they needed a break. Because sometimes, like us super kids, we don't always realize when our grown-ups are getting frustrated, right? Like we can kind of watch their bodies and we can like learn to kind of interpret what their bodies are doing if they're getting kind of frustrated and getting, right? We can kind of notice that. But sometimes when we're super kids, we don't always recognize that in other people, yet, right? And so we need some help from our grown-ups. I could walk outside and drink some water. Oh, I love that. That's a good grown-up idea. Walk outside and drink some water. I see that from Gracie's mama and Xavier's mama. I see sit outside and breathe. Oh, that got really big. Sit outside and breathe. I am seeing ours take a nap. Yeah, I like taking a nap. When I need a break, I like just taking a little snooze. Take a nap. I wonder. Okay, so the super kids who are here with the grown-ups, all right? I'm going to stop this just for a second. I want you to look at them and say, hey, mama, or mom, or whoever your grown-up is. I want you to say, grown-up, I don't always know when you need a break, okay? We're going to say that right now. So look at your grown-up and say, I don't always know when you need a break. Is there something You gotta say that part. Is there something you could say to me? You could say to me when you need a break. When you need a break. Okay, I wonder what our grown-ups, you're gonna have to help us here. What could our grown-ups say to our super kids when they need a break? I'm gonna type what I tell my kids. This is going to be part of our ahead of the moment plan. So I have 4 kiddos at home. I have a 9-year-old boy, an 8-year-old boy, a 6-year-old girl, and a 4-year-old boy. So sometimes our house gets a little noisy, and sometimes our house feels really, 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 really busy. And sometimes this super grown up, this super mama needs a break. And so we made a plan with my kids, and I tell them, Mommy needs a 10-minute recharge. That's what I say. Sometimes we as grown-ups could say, I need a break. Okay, so we are going to make a plan with our grown-ups of what they're going to say to us when they need some alone time or when they need a break. Maybe you will say, I need some alone time. So let us know, grown-ups. I know there's lots of grown-ups here, super kids. We need to get a phrase from our grown-ups of what they're going to tell us when they need a break. And maybe you don't have that answer right now. I need a timeout. Yeah? Awesome, awesome. Yeah, I need some time to myself. Okay, so we're going to put this on our plan, right? All right, let me go to activity time. Okay. So our grown-ups could say, I need a break. I need a timeout. I'm looking. I have to go to several different screens to make this work, friends. I need 10 minutes. Okay. Now, when your grown-up says, I need a break, right? When your grown-up says, I need a break, or I need a timeout, or I need some alone time, we also have to have a ahead of the moment plan of what you're going to do when grown-up says that. So in my house, and it is down in my basement, I don't have it with me. In my house, when I tell my kids, I need 10 minutes, okay? So when I tell my kids, I need 10 minutes to recharge, and we talk about this ahead of when mommy's getting kind of frustrated, they know to go get the time timer, right? A lot of our families in their house, they have a timer that their kids know how to use. And I tell them to set it for 10 minutes. And we practice this ahead of the moment. So we practice like mama's kind of getting maybe in cyclone, mommy's getting a little frustrated, and we kind of role play this, okay? And I tell them, oh, mommy needs 10 minutes. That's all I have to say. And my kids know that they can go get the time timer. And they set it for 10 minutes, 1 and a 0. They know how to set it. And they set it for 10 minutes. And they know that they can go down in the rooms, or they can go in the basement, or they can go outside. We have this plan ahead of time of where they can go for that time, 10 minutes. And I go in my room. Yeah, I go in my room and I have 10 minutes. And they know that there's 3 places where they can go. And I can see them from the backyard, from my room. They're safe. We have that plan of where they can go. They can't go ride their bikes in the street when mom's taking a break. That's part of our plan. But they know that they can go play for that 10 minutes. And I get to sit and I get to breathe. And I sit in one of my favorite chairs in my room. And I just take a break. And I just get a little bit of a recharge. Okay, so I know there's lots of mamas that are sometimes watching thinking, how do I just get 5-10 minutes to myself? And we are going to work on that plan to help make that happen. Yes. Ask Alexa to set a 10-minute timer. Yes, I love that. So you don't even have to have a 10-minute timer. You can ask Alexa. If you have an Alexa in your house, or we have like a Hey Google, that's what my kids use. Absolutely. There are so many ways that you can empower kids, no matter what age they are. I have a 4-year-old. Yes, I forgot he does this. Sometimes he will go and ask Google to set the timer for him if it's just him and I and his older siblings are not here. All right, so that is one of our ideas. I could set a timer to give my grown-up a break. Okay, so look at all of these ideas that we have, right? I'm gonna make them a little bit bigger so we can see all of them on our screen. There we go. Okay, so we have the SUPERKID ideas. We have, I could play tag outside. We could each have alone time in our rooms. I could play Barbies in my room. I could read a book or play Polly Pocket. I could play with a sibling. And oh my gosh, we have a second page. I could set a timer to give my grown-up a break. Yes. Oh my goodness, we have so many. I am going to share this just so you can see all of these amazing ideas that we have come up with on our huddle here on SuperKid Saturday. All right. And then we have our super grown-ups that were so engaged on this SuperKid Saturday. And we have, I could get my headphones. I'll tell you, Miss Dana has used little earplugs before. Yes, we'll have to find that picture. But her kids were playing and being loud. And she had headphones and little earplugs that she put on. And because she had a ahead of the moment plan, her kids knew that she was not ignoring them. And she was not like, I don't want to listen to you. They knew that was part of the plan, that when she got a little bit triggered or when she just needed like a noise break, that was part of the plan. And because they had that huddle ahead of time, her kids and Miss Dana, they all knew how to work together to get everyone to have that little bit of a break that they needed. Yep, my screen is not there. I know. Can you see it now? I just got it. Thank you, thank you. I'm working on multiple screens. And you know what? Sometimes even grown-ups forget to do things. So I appreciate you reminding me. Thank you, thank you. All right. So our grown-ups came up with walk outside and drink some water, sit outside and breathe. Ooh, I love sitting in the sunshine. Take a nap. I need a break. I need a timeout. We could say that to our kiddos. I need 10 minutes. So many ideas. All right, super kids. Are you ready for your challenge? Okay, so your challenge is to come up with ideas with your grown-ups. Remember, no mad ideas. Now, this might not happen in just one huddle, because you know what? We've been huddling for about 15 minutes, and after about 10 or 15 minutes, sometimes my brain has a lot of thoughts and I need a break, right? I need to calm down for a little bit. So this might happen over the next week, right? It might happen a little bit on one day and then a little bit on another day. And it's going to take practice because you're going to have to practice this ahead of the moment plan. Yeah, like mom's going to pretend to get kind of flustered and get kind of frazzled. And you're going to have this plan that you're going to role play. Okay, but now I have all the super kids ideas and I have all the grown-up ideas. But now we get to talk about what things we're actually going to put in our plan. So maybe your grown-ups, they don't want to wear their headphones and they don't like headphones. So that's not something that you would put on your plan. But maybe your super grown-up loves to wear headphones. And so that's something you might put on your plan. Because you know what? Do you know what? Every single family is going to have a different plan. True story. Every single family is going to have a different plan, and that is okay. So I want to know who is going to huddle this week with their families. I think I, as a mama, am going to have another huddle with my 4 kids. I will huddle. I'm going to type that in the comments. If you are going to huddle with your family, I see Gracie here. I see Naomi here. I see our friends from Singapore. I see, let's see. We see so many friends. I know we had our friends from Kenya. Yes. And we had our friends from the UK. And let's see, I think the Flynn kids were watching up from Chicago. And then Naomi was here from Israel. Okay, so if you are going to huddle, you and you and you and you and you and you are going to huddle, put in the comments, I will huddle. All right? We're going to put that in the comments. I will huddle. All right, friends. Whew, that was a lot of learning. And that was a lot of talking. And that was a lot of listening. And that was a lot of huddling today. So many grown-ups were here with us, huddling right now. Boom, boom, boom. Yes, yes, yes. So many high fives today. I like a fist bump. All right, everybody, put your fist like this. Don't hit your computer. Don't knock your computer. I see Gracie saying, I will huddle. All right, we're going to put our fist in just like this, and we're going to do a virtual fist bump. Ready? 1, 2, 3. You did so awesome today. Love it, love it. All right, our next thing, because Miss Caitlin is kind of tired. That was a lot of moving and a lot of learning and a lot of thinking and a lot of talking back and forth with our grown-ups. So I feel I need to use my Calm Down Toolkit. And we are going to get one of our Calm Down Toolkits, one of our things that we have done before. So we have done this before, but I always like to go back and review it because this one helps so much and you can use it wherever you are. So you could use it at school. You could use it when you're standing in line at the store. You could use it in your home. You could use it outside. You could use it anywhere. And that is our box press, okay? So we're gonna put our finger up like this and we're gonna draw just a square, like a box. And as we draw each line, we're gonna breathe in. And we draw the next line and we breathe out. And then we breathe in. Oh my goodness. I am feeling so relaxed this morning. Thank you, friends, for hanging out with me and huddling and just, you were so engaged. I love everyone that types in the comments and that is so willing to huddle. You all did amazing today. All right, so now for our Train Your Grown-Up. I want our grown-ups to know that it is okay that if we get a little flustered sometimes. It is okay if we get a little frazzled sometimes. Being a mama and being a super grown-up is kind of hard sometimes, right? Right? And a lot of us, like some of our kids are going to school and some of our kids are all under one home, right? And so I want our super kids to look at their grown-ups and say, it is okay to ask for a break. Okay, can we say that? We're gonna stand up like a superhero, right? Like a super kid, put your super cape on, and we're gonna look at our grown-up and say, it is okay to ask for a break. It is absolutely okay to ask for a break, okay? And we are going to huddle, everyone say that, we are going to huddle to make a plan for you to have a break. All right, super kids, I am so proud of you today. So very proud. All right, in addition, we have a little bit of a contest going on for our super grown-ups, all right? So super grown-ups are the only ones that are allowed to touch this link. Got it? Okay, so we have a voting contest. We have 35 amazing mamas who have shared their story of those who have been through the Calm the Chaos program. And we chose our top 5 stories. And we need all of you super grown-ups to help us vote on their stories. Now, If you vote, and if you submit a vote, you will be entered to win a contest, and that is a one-on-one call with Miss Dana herself. So that phone call can be with just you, or you are more than welcome to bring your super kid along too if they would personally like to meet Miss Dana in a one-on-one call if you win, okay? So I'm gonna put that link right here in the comments. All right, so it is our CTC for Life contest. We have 5 stories. The winner of those 5 stories are gonna win CTC for Life. So they're gonna win like full access to our program for life. They're going to win tickets to our retreat. The prize is huge, but we want to celebrate you as the voters as well for listening to their stories. So when you vote, you will be entered into a drawing to win a one-on-one call with Miss Dana. And like I said, it could be a super grown up to Miss Dana phone call, or you are more than welcome to bring your super kids too if you win. All right, with that, friends, I want to say bye-bye, 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 bye-bye. Thank you so much for joining me today, Super Kids and Super Grown-ups. I loved our huddle we had today. See you next week.